Good afternoon, sports fans. Welcome back to the channel, proudly sponsored by betting.co.uk. So in just a couple of hours, the European Championships of 2024 gets underway with Germany versus Scotland. And I just thought I'd jump on and bring you my last minute thoughts. I've got an outright selection for you. I have a forecast for the final, and I also have an each way selection that I think are going to go pretty well in this tournament too. Now, this is just an introduction to get back into the videos. Don't forget to stay tuned later because I'm going to start bringing back my weekend previews. I'm also going to start bringing you my daily selection videos once again. Now, we've been in some pretty good form if you haven't seen over on betting.co.uk already. However, before I go on to bring you my selections, we do have an offer courtesy of SportsBroker, where if you sign up as a new customer and place a £10 bet on the European Championships, you will get a £10 free bet to use courtesy of SportsBroker, and the link is in the description below. And of course, that's normal. Terms and conditions do apply. So we haven't got long, but I'm going to start off by bringing you my thoughts on England's chances for this year's tournament. Now, look, it's very similar scenario for me, and maybe even more so this year. We've got a very good squad of players on paper, but my concern generally is, have they had enough game time together, enough practice together to really understand how each other play? Of course, they play in the Premier League most of the season, bar Bellingham. And for the majority, they're all in different squads that with very, very different sort of tactics. So even though we look good on paper, I don't think we have enough practice sessions. I don't think the England players get together enough to practice their pre-match routine, all of their mid-game tactics. And I also think that when we are put under pressure, we don't have a plan B. We don't understand then how to break down teams. And it does become very difficult as we go on through the tournament, especially when we start to take on the likes of the bigger teams. If we reach perhaps the semi-finals and get towards France, it's going to be very difficult for us then to understand how we're going to have a plan B if France obviously start that game on top. So I'm not too keen on our chances this time around. I would obviously love to see it. It would be brilliant. But I just worry about our game plan. I don't think they have enough game time together. I don't think we obviously have enough international sessions. We certainly don't have as many as other countries do. And I think we're going to pay for that here. Even though Gareth Southgate's been quite brave picking certain players for the squad, it just doesn't fill me with too much confidence. Germany are obviously at home tonight. I think they're going to go well, and I actually think they're going to make it all the way to the final. If you go through and have a look at the group stage, I think they'll get through that quite easily. And then I just think they're going to get through the knockout stages as well. Of course, they host the tournament this year, and I just can't see them being too far away. However, the outright winners for me this year are going to be France. If you look at our side of the draw as well, it is quite likely that England could get to play France towards the quarters or semi-finals if we obviously manage to get that far. But I just think they've got a lot more strength in depth. I think their strike force is much better than what we have. And with the risks that we definitely have at the back in defence this year, I think France are obviously going to go through us as well. So for me, they're probably the strongest selection to go on and win this tournament. I think you can get 7-2. You can get 4-1 at the moment on France to win the tournament. And you can get 22-1 on the final being a France-Germany matchup. Now, my each way selection for the 4 places here is going to be a 33-1 shot, and that's Croatia. I actually think they've been playing some really good football. They did quite well pre-tournament too, and they've got a lot of experience in their side. And I know a lot of people will start to talk about a few of their players are sort of past their prime, perhaps. However, I quite like that experience in the side. I think it actually bodes really well when you get to tournament football. And again, these are players that definitely know how they're going to be playing. They know how they're all going to be reacting. They get plenty of international sessions together. And I think Croatia are going to go pretty well in this tournament. And sorry, that was for them to reach the final, not the semi-final. Sorry, at 33-1. They're in the group with Italy and Spain. I think they are going to qualify. I think Spain or Italy will finish top. The other will finish third. And I just think Croatia are going to get through that stage. And they are very hard to break down. So for me, I think France are going to be the bet at 4-1 to win this year's tournament. I think, as I said, the 22-1 for the France-Germany final. But I also think the each way shot are going to be Croatia at 33-1. If you fancy any of my selections, again, please feel free to take advantage of the sign-up offer in the description below, courtesy of SportsBroker. Bet £10 and get a free £10 bet. There's no point using your own money. You may as well take advantage of the offer whilst it's there. Drop a comment as well in the section below with who you think are going to win this year's tournament. And don't forget to check out betting.co.uk. We do actually have a offer at the moment where we are giving away a European football shirt. You just need to go onto the forum, which I'll put the link in the description below for you as well. And you got to enter who you think is going to win the tournament. And hopefully you can pick the winner and you may be the lucky one. But thanks again for tuning in, everyone. Good luck with your bets, and obviously stay tuned because I've got loads more content coming up over the next few days, and especially for next week where we have Royal Ascot. Thanks again, and I'll see you all real soon.